Today we'll be ranking all the Godzilla x Kong monsters weakest to strongest. Potential spoilers ahead, so I just wanted to give you guys a warning. Let's get started. Number 15, the Parrot Frog. Starting off in last place, we have the Parrot Frog. This monster is practically featless in Godzilla x Kong, but it does have a cool ability. Besides being able to hop around like frog creatures naturally do, it can mimic the sound of other monsters, which works perfectly for intimidation displays in Hollow Earth. But ultimately, this monster doesn't have anything up its sleeve to put it higher on this list. We don't even have a size for this beautiful monster. Number 14, Leaf Wings. The leaf wings are seen in the beginning of Godzilla x Kong. They have a wingspan that measures up to 5 feet wide. They are bird-like monsters and have a saw-like mouth that can slice through human bone like butter. They are also poisonous and release poisonous waxy secretions from their pores, which can make you hallucinate, and can also be used as an anesthetic. The leaf wings are also able to camouflage to make themselves appear as branches as seen in Skull Island. They aren't extremely durable like other monsters. They're able to be killed by 1 or 2 gunshots, which is why this monster is so low on the list. Number 13, the Hellhawks. Hellhawks are basically what you think they would be. Hawks from hell. They can get up to crazy heights. In GxK, we only see these creatures at their small height of 9 feet tall, but they can get big enough to have a wingspan of 226 feet and weigh in at 14,000 metric tons. These monsters have some insane abilities. They can obviously fly being a bird-like monster, but their talons have a crushing pressure of 4,400 pounds per square inch, which would easily crush a human skull. They can effortlessly carry humans, which shouldn't be too surprising given their size. They also have echolocation and a special ability called sonic lullaby that can produce frequencies as high as 200,000 hertz. Other than that, they're on the lower side of this list due to being pretty featless in Godzilla x Kong. Number 12, Suko. Suko is Scar King's son, and he's a mix between an orangutan and a gorilla. He comes in at an astonishing 149 plus feet tall, and no specified weight. He's durable enough to be used as a pair of nunchucks by Kong, and survives being thrown around multiple times, showing no signs of damage. He's strong enough to kick a great ape 4 times his size, and he was capable of dragging and swinging Kong's axe, even though the axe is larger than him. I have a feeling that Suko will be one of the strongest titans when he grows up, and I'm super excited to see what he's capable of in the future. Number 11, the Wart Dogs. Wart Dogs are the wild hyenas of Hollow Earth. Their size isn't yet known, but I speculate that they're around 200 to 250 feet tall. They are vicious pack hunters that have claws and huge canines. While these dogs are very interesting, they lack the intelligence to make it higher on this list. Kong was easily capable of intimidating them, to the point that they forgot that they had the numbers on them. They are also incapable of causing any real damage to Kong in a 1v1. We will most likely see more of these monsters in the future. The Great Apes of Hollow Earth. The Great Apes of Hollow Earth stand around 300 feet tall with no specified weight. They are very intelligent and are shown to use weapons like bone knives and etc. Being huge apes, they're capable of surviving boulders being thrown on their head, which would be a small meteor to a city. They also have considerable strength considering they are gorillas, or at least something like it. Hopefully we get more info on these great apes soon. Number 9, the Water Serpent. The water serpent is a giant water snake that lived in a body of water down in Hollow Earth. Nothing is really known about this creature besides the fact that it is fast and aggressive. The reason why the water serpent is this high on the list is because it managed to last a couple seconds against Kong, even shown being able to manipulate Kong's body weight, which is no easy task. The size alone from this creature can be super menacing. There's a reason why he's not top 5. Number 8, Sila. Sila is a giant spider-like titan that stands at least 341 feet tall and weighs a whopping 20,000 tons. She is a rival to Godzilla, or at least was until GxK. She made Godzilla bleed in the past, which is extremely impressive. She uses her legs as big knives, stabbing into any foe that has the displeasure of fighting her. Sila is able to manipulate temperatures around her to make traveling easier, such as heating up ice caps around her for faster travel. She can shoot a deadly bacteria that sprays on her foes after feeding on dead titan corpses. Her tentacles are used to wrap around her opposing fighter while she constricts them. Sila can shoot webs that can subdue military forces, though I'm not sure how much use it would have against another titan. She is a great swimmer and is capable of swimming faster than Godzilla. Sila is a force to be reckoned with. Number 7, Mathra. Mathra is a titan that resembles a butterfly and has a symbiotic relationship with Godzilla. She stands at 52 feet high and has a wingspan of 803 feet, at least in her final form. She may not look like much, but she packs a punch. She has thermal vision, being able to sense thermal radiation. She has the ability to change color and even emit rays of light called God Ray. She also has an attack called Pulses that was strong enough to knock Godzilla over in Godzilla X Kong. She can shoot webs that are strong enough to subdue some of Scar King's minions. She has mantis-like claws that are used for self-defense and even catching the heave in Godzilla X Kong. Mathra also has a stinger that is powerful enough to subdue Rodan mid-fight. She's also psychic and has a connection with twin sisters in the Chin family. Her durability is very underrated, being able to fight Rodan while being slammed and burned. Mathra is also technically immortal. Every time she dies, she reincarnates herself, making her one of the most busted titans regards to hacks. Can't wait to see what she does next. Number 6. Scar King. Scar King is the first orangutan-like titan to appear in the monsterverse, standing at an incredible 318 feet tall, with an unspecified weight. He's capable of matching Kong in hand-to-hand combat, and even seen to be slightly faster and more agile at times. He possesses a whip that is made from the spine of a Warbat. He has a crystal at the end of that whip that controls Shimo with pain. He's super intelligent, being an orangutan, which helps him plan his next fight, and even build a community of apes under his control. His durability is extremely underrated as well, being able to tank Godzilla's atomic breath with little to no damage, surviving being punched by the Beast Glove, and only receiving a missing tooth. He was also completely frozen by Shimo before he died, until of course King Kong shattered him into pieces. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing any more of Scar King in the future, but I would have loved to see more of him. Number 5. The Warbats. Although we don't see much of the Warbats in Godzilla X Kong, we know what they're capable of thanks to Godzilla vs. Kong. Warbats are flying snake-like creatures that get up to 428 feet long and weigh up to 26,000 metric tons. Their fangs are on average 14 feet long, which is pretty insane. Their bite force is 5,900 pounds per square inch, delivering one deadly bite. They can also coil around their prey and suffocate them with their wings, as shown in GxK. They can fly up to speeds of 121 miles per hour. Warbats are also extremely venomous, being capable of injecting 9,800 gallons of venom in a single bite, which is kinda crazy considering Kong was bit and seemed to be just fine, even going as far as eating the head of a Warbat. Warbats are considerably durable, being able to tank heave missiles. Other than that, one Warbat was one-shot by Kong while the other one put up a better fight. At the end of the day, these creatures are not to be messed with, and I need to see more of them in the future MonsterVerse movies. Number 4. Tiamat. Tiamat is by far one of the strongest titans in the monsterverse, or at least she was until GxK. Tiamat comes in at an incredible 847 feet long, which is over 2 times the length of Godzilla. She also has sharp blades that can cut through Godzilla's thick skin, which is pretty crazy. She cuts through her foes by wrapping around their body and sawing into their skin. She can shoot toxic acidic breath that can also conduct electricity. She uses her frills for this attack. She can create extremely powerful whirlpools that can overpower Godzilla. She can make electric currents that cause the ocean to boil, causing a superstorm that is said to be seen from space. She has the power to mimic other titans, which could be useful when scaring away other titans. That ability is called Titan Song. The scariest part about this superpower is that she can mimic human voices by being around them in the Monarch outpost. Number 3. Kong, the 8th wonder of the world. Kong is one of the most iconic movie monsters, coming in at 337 feet tall with an unspecified weight. I'm guessing somewhere around 70,000 tons. He's shown his immense strength, being able to overpower the giant skullcrawler at a young age, and even knocking Godzilla out on multiple occasions. His punches can cause 4.2 magnitude earthquakes. He casually overpowers Camazotz, who is a world-ending threat, and even standing toe-to-toe with an evolved Godzilla without even trying to kill him, which is extremely impressive. He's also extremely agile, capable of dodging most of Godzilla's beams, and still capable of closing the distance and landing strikes. He's extremely intelligent, being compared to humans in the GxK official novelization. I mean, he knows sign language. Kong is one of the strongest titans, as stated by Eileen Andrews in Godzilla X Kong. I hope to see my boy get some lightning power soon. Number 2. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Godzilla, probably the most notorious kaiju known to man. comes in at 393 feet tall, 177 meters long, and weighs around 90,000 tons. Although with his new slim form, he could weigh less, he has a plethora of abilities that keep him so high in the Titan food chain. We all know about the infamous atomic breath that's only gotten stronger through time. It is said that he can hold 20 times the amount of energy that he could hold in GxK, which must be a lot. We also know that he can use an atomic pulse, but it's not seen being used much. I'm guessing it takes a lot of energy to be able to consistently pull this off. He has the ability to evolve at will. While this does take time, it has a pretty good payoff. Godzilla has symbiosis that connects to Mathra, which helps him feel the world around him ever since they fused, which could also explain his heightened senses. In Godzilla Dominion, it's explained that Godzilla views the oceans as extensions of himself. Whenever something goes wrong, he can feel it immediately. This ability has a worldwide extension. He also has a form of telepathy, being able to tell Titans to rest from across the globe. And do we really need to go over his durability? He was in the vicinity of the KT extinction, which is probably his biggest durability feat. He's amphibious, which can help him in fights against other Titans. He was also able to almost drag Kong down and even managed to rip off King Ghidorah's head while underwater. Godzilla isn't the smartest Titan, but he by no means classifies as dumb. He's shown some good intelligence in Godzilla x Kong, which is mostly used for his fights. Godzilla also has the power to absorb radiation as seen in GxK. The new way we see him absorb radiation is unlike we've ever seen before, and it's extremely effective. Not only can he absorb radiation, he can absorb DNA as well. After killing Tiamat, he managed to absorb her DNA while hibernating, which made him considerably stronger. There's a reason why Godzilla is king of the monsters. Number 1. Shimo. Shimo is the mother of all Titans, coming in at a crazy 162 meters in height. She has her signature attack, Frostbite Blast, which was capable of subduing Godzilla in mere seconds. She also freezes her surroundings by simply existing, which is crazy. Due to her size, she's capable of tail whipping Kong across a block just to protect Scar King, and even capable of tossing Godzilla hundreds of feet in the air. And this was all under the mind control of Scar King, meaning she was holding back. Her durability is unmatched as she's able to tank Godzilla's atomic breath for multiple seconds without showing any signs of damage done to her. Shimo is undoubtedly the strongest Titan in Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. If you think I've earned it, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. And thank you to all my members for showing your outstanding support to my page. I love you guys. If you guys ever need anyone to talk to, you guys can hit me up on Instagram. I love you guys, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next video.